Hi, this is Jeremy.
And this is Becky. We're kind of epic.
Today we're talking about The Gallery, Episode 1, Call of the Starseed.
That's a pretty long name.
Yeah. Yeah,
So this game was really, really fun. It's a puzzle type game, and you have to figure out what to do to get to the next step, to the next area. And it was one of the first ones I ever even tried on VR, actually, because I tried this at PAX.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, before the Vive was released. Even.
And it was just as impressive then as it was now. The feeling of presence here, I think I've said that lots of times in other games, but having actual hands is really cool.
Yeah, being able to reach out, grab stuff, pick up torches or candles or
and you're not seeing a controller or dot, you're seeing an actual hand. It really It makes a difference.
Yeah, the game in essence kind of reminds me of like the old Myst games or Resort games, which I don't know if you played any of those.
No.
They're basically very similar. They were just, at least I think Myst was a pre-rendered scene, so you're just kind of looking at a picture, and then you could click on stuff and then move to another picture. So it's a very similar thing if you could move within Myst. At least the original ones. I think later they added some similar functionality.
Man, that was cool. I loved shooting the fireworks off. I thought that was so neat. It just was so... Man, it really felt like, because it vibrated too when it went off. So it really kind of felt like I was shooting fireworks. I could have spent forever doing that. I just wanted to shoot fireworks. And then I kind of thought I might be needing to hit that bell, which I think was a puzzle thing. So I started shooting at the bell. Luckily, there was lots of fireworks, though I don't think that was going to work. I think it needed something else, but I tried.
I think you tried to go for the birds, too. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I might have been going for the birds. So, yeah, this was really pretty. And really, just really well done. Pretty intuitive, the way you move. You use the trackpad to move, and then you look around, and your eyesight, where you're looking, is where you're aiming to go, to teleport.
Yeah, it was... The movement was pretty good, as you said.
Yeah.
Are you laughing at the popcorn?
Yeah, I was laughing at the popcorn. I really wanted that popcorn to pop, and it just never does. I was very sad.
Yeah, that's it. That was the one negative comment we had on this game.
Yeah,
it's only
popcorn.
Comment. Everything else was great, but your popcorn sucks.
I actually had a little bit of problem with the movement because it was actually kind of hard to control where my gaze was going to go where I wanted to go. It took me a little bit to get used to that.
Yeah, and I think in the settings they allow you to change that to the more use the controller to look, but you've got to go find it in the menus and everything.
I might do that for the next episode.
Yeah. Yeah, and the movement, interesting. The inventory system is actually pretty neat. I really liked how they did this, where you sort of reach behind you and yourself and pull out a backpack. So you just click the controller and bring it back out, and you've got this backpack that you've been carrying around, as you can kind of see here. And all the important items that you need for the game, and like a lot of these, what I would call like traditional point-and-click adventure puzzle games, you always have an inventory system. So it's incorporating that, but in a kind of new way. So you have very intuitive manner.
I had a little bit of problems with it. I would try to put it on my back, and I don't know what I did, but I clicked wrong, and so it would be just hanging in the air behind me.
You turn around.
So I turn around.
Backpack.
Oh, backpack's still there, and so I had to put it back again. I got real lost in this part. It took me forever. I was getting pretty frustrated, actually, because I'm not real great at a labyrinth. Not good at
directionally challenged.
Yeah,
maybe.
I'm a little direction, and corn mazes, not my thing. And this was kind of like a corn maze. So I got a little lost.
Yeah, I'm okay at directions and getting around. Usually I'm pretty good at finding my way, but it was a little confusing in here. I think it's probably because it's so dark, and so you're relying on the flashlight to see, and so it just is. You don't get enough of what you're seeing around you to
see
remember
where you've been.
Yeah, where you've
yeah,
been.
There's not a whole lot of defining characteristics to the intersections. So I had a pretty tough time here. But there's some neat discoveries in here, and the textures are really neat.
Yeah.
I really kind of felt like I was walking through water. It was really cool, and I really think that the art in this game is very good.
Yes. Yeah, to go back to the water, I think I said that after when I was playing it. I was like in the sewers, and you're about knee deep in the water, in the game, and it really kind of messes with your head because you feel like, oh, I'm in water, but I'm not. It's what? it's just really weird.
Yeah, and you would think there would be a little bit more glitchiness with this because you do change levels. Like, I mean, by that I mean you change
vertical.
Elevation.
That's the word.
Yeah, and so there was a couple times when I switched that it had a little bit of glitchiness.
Yeah,
but not very much considering you do change elevations. They did a pretty good job of it.
Yeah, it's usually when you end up kind of like standing in between like a step or something, and it doesn't quite know where you are positioned, so it like pushes you up the step and then down the step, and you're like, whoa, brain, what are you doing?
And Jeremy talked a little bit about the inventory system, and there was a lot I really liked about it. What I didn't like was the part of the inventory system was their little tiny icons, and I wanted to re-listen to one of the tapes that I had not been able to hear it very well, and it was really hard for me to find it. And as soon as it's done playing, it puts it back into the backpack instead of letting you play it again.
You couldn't press play on the tape player again for some reason. You have to put it back in the bag, which then takes the tape out, and then you have to grab the tape again. And if you remember which tape it was, and
it made that a little frustrating. I think that would be probably the one thing I would change inventory wise is leave the tape in the tape player and let me press play again, and then it could have just been the side button, the grip button,
anything,
and then I think that the inventory system would have been perfect, but not letting me replay that message was a little annoying. This was difficult. You have to catch the fuses.
3 fuses.
So this guy's throwing crap at you, and you don't know what it is till it gets to you, and you have to catch the fuse in the air. I missed so much stuff. I am not
Come
super
on, I only have so many fuses left. Hurry up.
Yeah. It was fun. It was fun to try and figure out how that worked, because we're still kind of learning this system, like I said lots of times, and so having to figure out which way to catch it and have it coming at me and stuff. It was fun.
And I mean that wasn't really a puzzle so much, but a lot of the puzzles I felt, well, not a lot of them because there aren't too many, but some of them were like really vague in what you were supposed to do. Like the first puzzle where you're trying to get that cooler down, you get a tape that says, hey, go, here's a hint, grab the thing you need is up above you, and you get the thing down and it's a flare gun, and you're like, now what do I do? And you go out to the balcony and it's like, oh, there's flare gun ammo. I guess I'm supposed to shoot something, and so it's a lot of trying to figure out. And I think even the first time when I went through it first, and we were stuck, and we're like, what do we do? I don't know. So they're a little vague. There's not quite enough hints, I think, in a few of them, but for the most part they weren't too bad. The last one was really difficult.
Yeah, that one was super frustrating for me, because even when I figured out what it needed, it was not easy to do. And I don't math a whole lot, so that made it especially difficult. But it was this is overall a really fun game. I cannot wait for the next one. So I know we seem a little critical, but we really enjoyed it. It's got an engaging story. It's very pretty. It's pretty well done. It's real well thought through for the most part. And it's interesting.
Yeah, it's a great story.
Yeah.
And like you said, interesting characters. They hit a lot of really good points. And yeah, I can't wait for the next one.
Yeah. I'm really excited. I was excited for this when we saw it at PAX.
This kind of sold me on the whole. Yeah, you need to be able to stand and walk around in a room.
Yeah.
I think this was the first time we did that, and the previous times we had been doing Oculus or where you're sitting down, and it was like, yeah, it's cool, but this was like, yes,
yeah,
this
absolutely
is amazing.
Yeah, I actually didn't even really want a VR headset till I tried the Vive. The Oculus, the type of games that it works well with, make me a little nauseous.
Right.
So, this game definitely sold me on the Vive, and it is definitely something I'm super looking forward to. I cannot wait for the next one.
Yeah, I hope there's actually several more, because I mean this one is a little short, but I think there's good amount of content in it. But I can't wait to see. I'm ready for the next one, I guess. There wasn't enough there for me to be satisfied. I want some more. Oh, Becky, did you know that the actors, or the voice actors who recorded this, they actually were wearing the VR headsets while they were doing the dialogue so that they could see in the world and walk around the world?
No, that's really neat. Yeah, that's really cool.
I saw a video on it at some point before the game came out where they were showing how they were doing the recordings, and so the guy, the NPC, the non-player character that the guy is walking around talking to you, that guy was actually seeing this area that he was walking around in, and was so he could better act and as if he was in a real set or something. So it's pretty cool.
That is really cool. I really like motion capture stuff. That's really so neat, and is one of my favorite parts about VR is watching motion capture stuff.
Yeah. And then also, in addition to doing the motion capture, also the actor being able to be in the scene is kind of cool.
Yeah.
So overall, I think we really enjoyed this, and if there's something you want to see us do a review on, let us know in the comments down below.
And don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
Yeah, if you enjoyed it, go ahead and hit the like button, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye!